Alrighty there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the game. My name's Extreme and I'm here today, joined by Gormizer. This is the NA 3v3 Joust series, sponsored by HiRez Studios and Smite Guru. Now, let's give a little recap. What's been going on these past couple weeks, Gormizer? How have we gotten to this far?
So, for this series, in the first 3 weeks, it was an open bracket, challenger. You could essentially just show up, sign in, and play. And as we got to see, Worth Gaming ended up coming out most of the weeks on top, having the top seed, which the seeding then brought us into week 4, which would have been last week for anybody who was watching, which was a single elimination tournament to narrow it down from 8 teams. We took the top 8, and we wanted to narrow it down to 4. So now we have narrowed it down to 4, and we're going to be doing a round-robin style elimination-esque game to see which one of those 4 is really the best.
Unfortunately, one of the teams, Jesters Gaming, did have to forfeit all of their matches today, so we will be showing off one game from each round. This, right now, is the first seed versus the 4th seed, Worth Gaming versus Sweet Dreams. There was a coin flip determined to see who got, first pick, and Sweet Dreams did win that coin toss, so they got to opt to choose their pick. They chose first pick, and now we get into the bans. So they decided to ban out a Bacchus, a Wheelix, and then Worth Gaming with a Kali Chang'e band. Odin being first picked for Sweet Dreams, Huyi and Sobek for Worth, and G Blanque for that counter pick on, G Blanque for Sweet Dreams.
And all in all, Huyi and Odin are kind of two of the characters that don't really make it through that often. Last week, and even on the weeks before that, Odin and Huyi were top bans, mainly because Odin does a lot of damage early game, and the way that 3v3 scales, that helps his team out so much, especially with the cage, allowing him to capture everybody and just keep them in the lane, essentially, for the fight. And then Huyi having pretty much all of the geometry of the map to work for him here, getting some really good ricochet spots, and a few places where you can get a triple bounce relatively easily.
Yep, Soul being locked in for Worth Gaming, another very high damage, early to, Soul's just kind of good in all stages of the game. She's got, a nice bit of damage in the early game, and then her ultimate in the late game just absolutely destroys people. Zhang Kuei being hovered on for Sweet Dreams right now. This is another very tanky pick, but Kuei does a lot of damage in the late game as well. His ultimate, you can just walk in the middle, Aegis, and, you're not getting taken, it's early morning. You're not getting any damage taken onto you, and you can do all kinds of damage to other people around you. So it's a very strong ultimate in that regard.
Yeah, and especially with the combo that'll come down, once again, the cage being able to lock them in. Zhang Kuei can just kind of walk in, ult, and they're stuck there taking that damage unless they can get away. Soul able to walk through walls if she does go immune in her third form there, but for the most part, Huyi, if they can get his jump down and then cage him, he's going to be stuck in there, and Sobek not having a leap at all is going to have to take the brunt of that damage. And as it is, it's looking to be a really interesting match. I don't think either team really has that distinct advantage, except, like we said, this is the first seed versus the 4th seed here.
Yeah, both teams kind of have varying styles of comp. G Blanque, incredibly late game. Odin has a good early game, which will certainly help out the team of Sweet Dreams. Worth Gaming just has, in general, a very mixed comp, and this will be, it'll be a slugfest, to say the least.
But with that, I think we're going to take a short little break as we wait to get into the game. You can see the spectator client counting down up there, and once we get in, we'll be coming back at you with the first match of Week 5 here in the 3v3 NA Joust series.
Alrighty there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the games. My name's Extreme Man. This is Sweet Dreams versus Worth Gaming. Gormizer, why don't you take Sweet Dreams?
Sweet Dreams, we're going to be seeing Pinlin Chief on the Zhang Kuei, Chompy pulling out that Shablanc, and Rabbi Gromp on the Odin. Chompy's Shablanc is something that I've heard so much about. I've seen it a couple times. It's a force to be reckoned with.
Yep, and on Worth Gaming we have Cute on that Huyi, Aquarius on Soul, and Wolp on that Sobek. Now both teams are just kind of starting around the red buff. No one wants to quite engage on it yet. Sweet Dreams has a little bit of a disadvantage in the early game compared to Worth Gaming. Soul and Huyi are just, they're nasty in the early game, and G Blanque is not quite a Huyi. Ooh, Ricochet a little off the mark there. Lost damage though. Penland Chief plucks immediately.
A lot
He
of
gets some damage taken onto him, but
not
yeah.
really quite enough. I mean, Penland Chief now sitting down relatively low. A lot of damage actually going to be dropped down from Cute onto Chompy trying to get down. And it looks like Worth is really just trying to tick down the damage dealers.
Yeah, I mean, it's the smart play here. Worth Gaming is just going to try and start up this red buff here. They're pretty secure on it. Rabbi Grump here trying to go for the steal. Does not manage to get it? Question mark? Oh, okay. Did go to Worth Gaming there.
With that, Cute gonna have just a little bit of extra damage, and I mean, when it comes out of it, that's kind of the standard thing that we've been seeing these last few weeks. Is there's a little bit of a dance, kind of like you would see in Conquest, maybe around a Gold Fury or a Fire Giant. You're just dancing, waiting to see who can get pushed out more, and whoever takes advantage of it goes for the red buff. And this time it happened to be Worth, giving them a slight bit of an advantage, but knowing this team, they might be going for a bit more aggressive. As we see Walt go in, he's going to take a lot of damage from the bird bomb there, though.
Yep, he gets pretty well poked out there, but traded some good damage onto Chompy and Penland Chief. Now they're just going to opt to go for their blue buff here. But this team of Sweet Dreams may be looking to steal here. Corey's trying to get some damage onto Rabbi Grum, pop down that shield a little bit, but instead just going to get disengagement coming out. And Sweet Dreams will be starting that. Chompy getting pretty low from the Ricochet off of Cute, but not a lot else. Ooh, Penland Chief getting low as well from that damage from Aquarius. Rabbi Grum's still in the fight, though. He's staying pretty deep, zoning him out. Ooh, but Chompy's getting low. He's getting run down by Aquarius here.
Now, a lot of damage. Penland Chief going to be the next one who's low. Cute with a beautiful Sanctuary going to keep himself alive. He does manage to pick up the kill onto Chompy. Penland Chief going to fall down to Aquarius there, and that is a 2-0 trade for Worth Gaming, although I think they lost their blue buff. Odin wearing that proudly around his belt. And, I mean, blue for 2, I'd take that trade any day.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Worth Gaming is probably sitting pretty happy right now, especially because they're all level 5 right now. All of Sweet Dreams still sitting at level 4, so they are just sitting a little down right now. Cute will manage to get that Transcendence online, just increasing his early game power spike. And Chompy is still waiting to get that online. He's just sitting behind right now, and this is going to be very awkward as, well, Worth Gaming is going to be looking to engage with their ultimates right now.
I like the idea that we see Walt picking up that sovereignty to give a little bit of extra physical protections to kind of whittle down the damage that Odin and Block are going to be doing here. And we actually see some aggression from Worth Gaming onto the blue buff of Sweet Dreams. It doesn't look like the stun's going to come out, so they're going to have to reset this buff. It hasn't dropped, but the stuns are going to fall down, and it's just kind of a zoning ult here to get the blue buff.
Yeah, it's a very smart thing to do. They know they can kind of, maybe not waste it, waste that Hui ultimate, but it's definitely a tool that they can utilize in the early game to help, prevent any engagements from happening, or rather start an engagement. Now they're going to opt to go towards this red buff. It's not going to be quite up for them yet, but it'll be here momentarily.
It also looks like they're going to position themselves. They look like they're waiting for Sweet Dreams to come through, because both teams now should be able to see on their minimap that the red buff is up. He's going to be able to jump over the wall there. A lot of damage actually going to be thrown down. Walt kind of taking the brunt of it. The cage is going to come down. Zhang Kuei ult is going to come down. And with that, it looks like Walt may fall here, although he does pick up... Walt actually picks up Penland Chief and all of that, and he's still managed to stay alive, even though they used 2 ultimates there. Now Chompy the one who's in a bad position.
Chompy in a very awkward position right now. He may be caught between the two, and Aquarius just managed to get the kill there. Now Cute's looking towards this mid lane tower here. Rabbi Grump sitting at about half health with the Mark of Hui on him. Mark of the Golden Crow, that is. And a full wave of minions. This is, it's going to be interesting to see if Cute decides to go in here. Instead, it looks like they're going to back it off. Get some good poke, but then kind of return to the base. Red buff is going to be going towards Cute, though.
That's like one of the things we were talking about while we were waiting for the game to load, was the fact that Zhang Kuei and Odin are going to give kind of a tanky team comp for Sweet Dreams here. But Cute, being Hu Yi, having the Mark of the Golden Crow, and I mean, honestly, just with the way hunters tend to build now, he's going to be eating through health. So honestly, Zhang Kuei and Odin, not as big a threat to him as you would think. And with as much gold ahead as they are starting to get at this point, and I mean, 4 kills, one of which on the hunter, gonna help him get that build online just a little bit faster and help him not care equally as much about, once again, Zhonghui and Odin.
Yeah, very nice dash coming out of Chompy there, just barely avoiding the damage coming out of Soul. And now Chompy just going to clear the way of getting, again, chunked down by Soul. Oh, the Ricochet takes about half of Chompy's health right there. He's going to have to return to base very quickly. He's sitting a little scared right now of Cute.
Cute is actually having like some amazing control on backs here. Like he's hitting a lot more ricochets than I would think, and it's allowed him to kind of push back the backing of his enemies just a few times. A couple times it doesn't make that big a difference. It's like, you know, maybe a few seconds, but I mean, if he keeps that up, like eventually he'll just continually deny their farm, and at that point they're going to be sitting so far behind that there's not going to be much they can do.
Well, they're sitting pretty far behind even as of now. Seeing at the graphs, 2,600 gold and about 2,500 XP in favor of that Worth Gaming team. And they're just going to continue their aggression. They're heading towards the blue buff of Sweet Dreams right now. Oh, the Ricochet. That was a nice little Ricochet coming out of Cute right there.
Cute has
hit it first.
Just been kind of blowing my mind with what he's able to do with this Hui Yi. We actually see Walt going down into the ultimate, getting a lot of damage. We did see the Zhonghui all come down. The Odin Cage is going to be dropped. So are the Suns as they start to tick down, and they're really just zoning out the rest of the team. Rabigrom kind of in a bad position. Going to get plucked back behind Aquarius and Cute again. They're going to chase that down. Wald's getting really low, but so is Pinland Chief, so they're not really able to do anything here with the aggression.
Yep, Aquarius and Wolf sitting pretty low. Oh, but Cute getting taken down by Rabigrom though. Looks like they trade kills. Wolf does manage to clean up Pinland Chief. And it's going to be a disengagement here. Chompy does not want to go in on this Sobek combination.
And I honestly can't really blame him. If I got plucked into a Soul, I'd be pretty upset, especially as Shablanc. If he had already used his dash and wasn't able to get out of there, it'd be kind of bad news bears. But as it is, the red buff once again going to the two Worth Gaming here, sitting 6-1. Cute, the only one to fall on Worth. And as it stands, I mean, it's kind of up to... I'm looking at Chompy here. He's just a ticking time bomb. If he can get to late game, I mean, as Shablanc, even without any kills, without that extra passive power, he should be hitting really hard, and once he can start getting those online, it's gonna be something to reckon with. And with that Bull Demon King being an option at all times, I don't count Sweet Dreams out yet.
Yeah, I completely agree. However, this is very much a hill for the team of Sweet Dreams to climb. Level 7 right now is the, well, just all of the members of Sweet Dreams right now. And Aquarius, level 10, the max level Worth Gaming, 3 levels ahead. That's just not a fun time. Wolf going in for the pluck, but just a little off the mark there. Cute, again, with these ricochets, just constantly damaging Chompy. He's just not able to survive long enough. He doesn't have lifesteal online yet, so he can't really heal off of, you know, clearing up minions. So he's just going to continually get poked out here by Cute on this Hui Ricochet.
With that, we actually do see the members of Sweet Dreams, other than Rabigrom, going to go ahead and back and spend some of that gold, or maybe just heal up after that last engagement of Cute just getting some really good ricochet shots. Once again, hitting another, taking about a third of Chompy's health, and now he's sitting a little bit lower because of the tanky minions. And if Cute just keeps that up, he's going to keep them poked out, like I said earlier, long enough that they're not going to have enough experience to be able to do anything here.
This is... It's been a little bit of a show put on by Worth Gaming. They're showing their dominance, very much so, especially in their team comp. Rabigrom maybe looking to engage here. He's just going to pop the shield and not actually do anything with it. Just going to kind of walk it away. Rabigrom again getting smacked around by that Stellar Burst. It's not a fun time. He has a little bit... No, he actually has no magical defense whatsoever. Maybe a little bit just in the natural state as a warrior, but Worth Gaming again going for this blue buff. Looks like they did manage to steal it as well. Now they're diving very deep. Energy pops ultimate. He's going to be running down right now. Wolf trapped in the cage, not able to engage at all. Just trying to get some more damage. Pinland Chief chunked down there by Cute. Does manage to land for the kill.
Looks like now we're going to be seeing a little bit of a retreat from Worth Gaming. I think they want to kind of dive. Chompy actually getting really low. Walp is going to go in. Rabbi Gromp taking a lot of damage though because he jumped into the back line. The shield that he put up is barely going to live long enough. Chompy and Rabbi Gromp getting low, but so is Cute. A nice Sanctuary going to keep him alive, but Shablanca's up in the air. Cute manages to find it with the last auto as Aquarius picks up Rabbi Gromp on the Odin and leaves this tower open for them to kill.
Yeah, they're going to go straight for this tower here, and then probably look towards that Bold Demon King. That's kind of the very aggressive option to do. Instead, they're going to be looking for this Phoenix here instead. Maybe trying to grab a pick onto Penland Chief, but Wolf dives for it, does not manage to connect, and he's just going to clear the tower, or clear the Phoenix a little bit. Now sitting at about a quarter health, that Phoenix will not stand for long.
And now it looks like Worth Gaming's just going to back up and go ahead and grab this red buff. And honestly, the fact that they left the Bull Demon King open, it means either they're super confident that they're able to get it, or they didn't factor in the fact that Sweet Dreams, if they get that, will at least be able to take a tower for free. If not, maybe push the Phoenix. But at this point, level 9 is the highest on Sweet Dreams, level 11 is the lowest on Worth Gaming. There's a 2-level difference, and that's not a very good spot to be sitting in.
There's also varying item differentials as well. The Xbalanque is sitting at 3 items right now. Huyi is almost at 5, and now Sweet Dreams is going to head straight towards this Bold Demon King and gonna take it for basically free.
Yeah, Rabbi Gromp did swing over kind of to get a little peek on it, but he only managed to see it fall. Now the Phoenix for Sweet Dreams is shut down, and at this point, I'm not sure if it makes a huge difference, except that now Worth Gaming has a little bit of a buff sitting around them. They don't have to worry about the Phoenix damage. Rabbi Gromp going to blink in, get the cage down, but Cute immediately jumps out, and it looks like Cute is the target here. Penland Chief running over there, but Rabbi Gromp going to be the one getting really low here. Does manage to fall to Aquarius. Penland Chief getting a lot of damage down with his ult. Cute kind of backed into a corner here, but doesn't look like he's too worried as now he gets the kill, and Chompy's the one on the chomping block here.
Yeah, oh, I see what you did there. Chomping block.
Aha.
Yep, and now Sweet Dreams Titan's going to be aggressed upon. Wolf able to tank it pretty well. He does pop the shell there, and they're just going to focus straight toward this Titan. It looks like this Titan is going to go down relatively free. Aquarius does get the kill onto Chompy just before the game ends, and that is the Titan. Worth Gaming 12 versus the 1 kill on Sweet Dreams. And now let's go take a look at the numbers.
With that, though, Worth Gaming getting that win. This is round robin, so they do have, essentially they have 1 tick up on themselves now. There's still 2 rounds that have to be played to kind of finalize who exactly is the winning, but now Worth sitting 1-0 and Sweet Dream sitting 0-1 puts Worth just a little bit ahead now.
Yep, taking a look at some of the damage numbers right now. Cute sitting at almost 10,000 damage in a 12-minute game. That's a very impressive stat line. And 5-1-5, the only person on his team to take a death, but it was a trade to Rabbi Gromp. Very kind of interesting. They actually, Rabbi Gromp jumped up and Cute fired his ricochet at basically the same time, and they both connected on landing. So it was kind of a trade 1-for-1 kill. Kind of hilarious.
Sitting at a nice almost 10,000 damage on Cute. That, I mean, the next highest on his team, like his team overall was just higher, although Walt not getting a lot, but I mean the highest on Sweet Dreams was 7,286. So I mean, sitting at about a little less than 3,000 difference between Chompy and Cute there, and that's pretty much how you can just, I mean, you can even look at their, their KDA there, and you can see, yeah, that's the difference in the damage.
Oh yeah, and even like minion damage, you can see just how much Cute and Aquarius were clearing compared to Chompy and Penland Chief. It's just, it's not at all comparable. Cute and Aquarius doing a very good job of dominating this game. But GG's to both teams. We will be right back with the second round. This will be Hot Plays versus Worth Gaming, and we shall see you momentarily.